Jennifer Gibbons was 29 years old when her heart simply stopped. No drugs, no poison, and no medical explanation. She chose to die so her sister could finally speak. In 1993, after spending 11 long years locked away in Broadmoor, the infamous high-security psychiatric hospital, the twins were finally being transferred to a lower security clinic. It should have been a day of hope, a step towards freedom. But the archive reveals a chilling conversation that took place just hours before their departure. Jennifer turned to journalist Marjorie Wallace, who had documented their lives, and whispered, "I'm going to have to die. We've decided." She wasn't sick. She wasn't suicidal in the typical sense. She was preparing a sacrifice. The twins had made a pact years earlier. One of them had to die for the other to truly live. For over a decade, they believed an invisible force prevented them from being separate individuals. They mirrored each other's movements, finished each other's thoughts, and remained completely silent to the outside world. This pact was their only perceived escape. On that final van ride, away from the grim walls of Broadmoor, Jennifer slumped onto June's shoulder, her eyes closed. By the time they arrived at the new clinic, she was unresponsive. Her heart had failed from acute myocarditis, a sudden severe inflammation of the heart muscle. But here is the mystery that still haunts medical science. How does a healthy young woman develop a fatal heart condition the exact hour she predicts her own death? Doctors of the time were baffled. There were no signs of illness, no history of heart problems. It was as if her will alone had stopped her heart. The moment Jennifer passed, June's 29-year silence ended. She opened her eyes, looked at the people around her, and began to speak as if a cage had been unlocked. The bond that had silenced her for 3 decades was finally broken. But was Jennifer's death a tragic medical anomaly? Or did their intense psychic bond actually give one sister the power to delete the other to set her free? June is still alive today. Wait until you hear the first words she ever said to the world after her sister's sacrifice. Subscribe to the archive for the finale.